Have a look at this head map of a patient of mine named Ben. See this blue patch on Ben's before brain map? That's his underpowered reading circuits, his left Broadman areas 39 and 40 feeding into Broadman area 22. And look at this, 10 weeks later, it lights up. His reading accuracy jumped, homework stress dropped. Today we're going to delve deeper into why these areas run slow when you're looking at dyslexia like Ben has. The next question is, why do these areas run slow in dyslexia, and what effect does that have in daily life? I'm going to share with you the evidence-backed supplements that I prescribe for Ben, which may be useful for you or someone that you know who is suffering from dyslexia as well. If you missed my last YouTube video, that was all about the exercises that can help improve dyslexia. Now, I'll leave that link below at the end of this video so you can watch that one after this one. This video is all about the fuel for improving dyslexia. Ben's 12, loves science, hates reading aloud. He'd guess words, lose his place, come home exhausted. Confidence sinking. QEEG showed his left parietal temporal decoder was slow, excess slow wave activity. That lag equals delay between seeing letters, turning them into sound. So what is dyslexia? Well, I can tell you what it isn't. It's not low intelligence at all. It's an efficiency problem in the phonological loop, linking print to sound. When the signal is delayed, reading feels like a podcast that keeps buffering, which is tiring and frustrating. Let's have a look at the actual reading circuit, and we'll look at the functional areas of this circuit, which are called Broadman areas. So we're going to be looking at Broadman's areas 39, 40 and 22. Area 39 is the angular gyrus. Area 40 is known as the supramarginal area, and area 22 is the Wernicke and occipito-temporal word form area. BA39 and BA40 integrate letters and sounds and sequencing. Broadman area 22 actually attaches meaning. In Ben's case, which means he has dyslexia, these areas fire slowly. So what that means is the information arrives late. So what does Ben do in that case? He's either going to guess the words or he will skip them. Often the cerebellum and the magnocellular visual pathway are also underperforming, throwing off timing and eye tracking. Interestingly, the effect of dyslexia will show more often than not on the left side of the brain, affecting those areas which we've talked about. So why? Language networks are left lateralized. Genetics, early wiring, or reduced myelination can make those pathways thinner cables. So what happens then is information still travels, but it's just slower. On the head map, that shows as blue, excess slow waves, compared to peers, which you'll see as green on the maps. The big question for people who are suffering from dyslexia or know someone that is can it be changed? The good news is yes, it can. And the way we can do that is by doing targeted drills like we have shown you in the previous video on dyslexia, which the link will be at the end of this video. So I suggest definitely go back and have a look at those exercises. Also via doing neurofeedback. Now what this creates is repetition. Now repetition helps create stronger pathways, reinforcing the pathways to make new connections and also bring that area into its optimal function. Add nutrients that support membrane fluidity, neurotransmitters and myelin, signaling speeds up. Neuroplasticity turns that blue to green. Let's now have a look at the supplements that supported Ben through his journey with dyslexia. Just a reminder, this is educational only. I suggest always check with your healthcare professional. First on the list is omega-3 EPA DHA. Omega-3 helps with improving flexible neuronal membranes, which equates to faster signaling. It also lowers inflammation and supports attention. So what do we look for? Salmon, sardines, or purified fish oil? I suggest a dose of 1 to 2 grams combined EPA, DHA with food. Number 2 is iron. Now that's if you're deficient, so I suggest you check in with your healthcare provider. Again, get a blood test, check your levels. So iron is needed for dopamine and myelination. Low ferritin slows processing. Test first, supplement under guidance until your ferritin levels reach between the optimum, which is between 40 to 70 micrograms per litre. Number 3 is magnesium glycinate or threonate. If you'd like to know more about magnesium and their different forms, go back and have a look at my YouTube video on magnesium. Magnesium glycinate or threonate calms cortical overexcitability. It supports energy and plasticity, which creates better focus. Recommended dose is 200 to 300 milligrams in the evening. Number 4 is zinc and B complex, specifically B6, B9, which is folate, and B12. Zinc and B complex help with neurotransmitter modulation, methylation, and myelin. It gives cleaner phonological wiring. What I suggest is use a quality multi or B complex with zinc. Avoid mega doses. Number 5 is phosphatidylserine. Phosphatidylserine is a structural phospholipid improving membrane signaling and working memory. It holds sound sequences. Use 100 milligrams 2 to 3 times a day with meals. Number 6 is L-theanine, also known as a focus aid. L-theanine is an amino acid naturally in green tea. A cup gives about 20 to 40 milligrams. It increases alpha waves, it calms and relaxes your focus without sedation. So what I suggest is 100 to 200 milligrams 30 minutes before reading drills. You can do a combination with this by pairing it with 50 to 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is about a small coffee, to smooth alertness. The typical ratio is 2 to 1, with 2 being theanine and 1 being caffeine. What I suggest with this combination is don't use it late in the afternoon because it may affect your sleep. The last supplement I suggest is often overlooked where it is quite important, and that's the use of probiotics. Gut inflammation can drive cognitive fatigue. A healthier gut improves nutrient absorption and neurotransmitter balance. Fermented foods or a broad spectrum probiotic is best to take. Here's a daily snapshot of Ben's routine. Breakfast, fish oil plus B complex. Mid-afternoon, reading drills with phosphatidylserine plus optional theanine caffeine beforehand. Evening, magnesium. With Ben's routine, he did a combination of consistently doing the exercises which are shown in the previous video on dyslexia, plus the nutrients that we've discussed today. Now the result of that was over weeks, Ben's decoding sped up. Now this wasn't just evident by the head maps where we could see that left side of his brain, which was blue, which was the areas 39, 40 and 22, going from blue to green. Now green was more optimal functioning. It was also evident by what Ben reported that he was finding himself with less guessing and more fluency. So when do you see change occur? Most families notice smoother reading and less resistance in 6 to 10 weeks. They notice this by tracking how many words per minute, how many mistakes per page, and what sort of fatigue levels are happening. Here's a quick recap. Dyslexia equals left phonological circuit lag in those areas called Boardman areas 39, 40 and 22. We improve speed with targeted exercises, plus support from omega-3, magnesium, iron if low, zinc and Bs, phosphatidylserine, L-theanine, alone or with caffeine, and gut support. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and hit the like button. We're trying to build a community here to help people achieve optimum brain health and cognitive wellness. We'll see you next time on the Healthy Brain Exchange.